Hey there guys, this is Ignite the Fire and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Skylanders Giants Legendary Locke. So I'm currently in my normal profile as it is because what happened in the previous episode is that my storage files became full once I beat the first round of the arena. So what I had to do is I had to come all the way, I had to play through the entire level again to get back to this, round 2 in the arena, and we managed to successfully scrape through it with Jetpack barely, and then when it came to the final round, Bash was unfortunately defeated, mostly due to my negligence, which was a huge shame, mostly because the Jawbreaker had a stupid hitbox which I did not realise I was within. But what does that matter at this point? Sadly we're down to 7 Skylanders, and what do you mean we're down to 7 Skylanders? Can't you just swap out Skylanders whenever you want, not like when they're dead permanently or anything? Well, we're going to have to explain some rules in a second right here guys, but for now let's press that A button without further ado, and head back for Captain Flynn's ship, most obviously. So yes, I have jumped back into my normal profile for this. We're back into the profile which we were in before, which I suppose is fortunate because we had more charms and stuff accumulated on this file than what we did on the other one.
I couldn't help you out down there. Kelly and I looked for another way in, but we must have taken a wrong turn or something.
We?
Yeah, Kelly. It takes 2 to get lost. One to actually get lost, and the other to notice.
Anyway, we did find out where Chaos was going. Giant drilling rig way out in the middle of nowhere. He must plan on drilling down to the lost city of Arcus.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to that rig. Oh, yeah, right. I have to drive.
I just realised the irony right here, guys. In Chapter 9, I said that one of the most likely Skylanders to make it to the end was Bash, and we lose him later on in that episode. Oh, the irony. It's killing me. Even worse, we're playing with a Skylander who's made of iron because his armour is made of iron, which is Ignitor, so that's some real irony indeed.
So what do you say, buddy? You ready to go find this big drill Chaos is planning to use?
Yes, and let's hope we don't get ambushed.
That's what I like to hear. So I'll just turn this wheel and...
Oh, of course we get ambushed. Me and my big mouth, what do you expect? We got ambushed by ambush. Oh, no, not really. It looks like we got ambushed by pirates instead of ambush, but hey, I just had to make that pun nevertheless. It's an ambush. Hey, it's a shame we can't use ambush in this series because ambush is overpowered in Sky Smashinators, but of course with him being a sensei, he will not work in the Giants version of this franchise. And this does indeed look like a ghost ship, and it looks like we're cutting every air element so we can swap out with Jetpack because he's still alive, unlike Bash, which I'm so sad about. We made it through Chapter 7 and 8 successfully without any losses, and then Chapter 9 we're going ahead and lose another. Let's try and avoid the losses in this episode, is basically what I'm trying to say right here. Even though a majority of this episode is Chop Chop, so I'm really scared about that because I'm not very good with Chop Chop, and plus if Chop Chop was to die, Gabe would kill me, so... Yeah, I'm scared for this episode nevertheless. And not to mention I've got to play with Jetpack for a lot of it as well, and Jetpack I'm also not very good at, or maybe it's just the fact that Jetpack himself isn't very good, or maybe it's just a bit both. You see what I mean? 2 hits in this and you're pretty much done for. This is why if you're going to do this lot guys, I do not recommend Nightmare Mode. So much about no losses this episode, right guys? Well, we are officially down to 6 Skylanders even, and I just realised that, you know how I said we would do opposing elements if one element was defeated? Well, we can't do that now because the opposing element to air is earth and the opposing element to earth is air, and Jetpack and Bash, which represent those 2 elements, are both dead, so it looks like we're going to have to swap out for the alternate element. I suppose in this case the a good choice to make would be Slam Bam. Yeah, this guy is indeed armed and dangerous. Let's just hope that he isn't taken down. Darn, that was a bit cheap, don't you think, game? Yeah, that's the thing. Once you get summoned in, you don't get any invincibility frames, so, you know, you can get hit by enemies when you get spawned in, and that's incredibly cheap, like you just saw right there. Hopefully we don't lose Slam Bam to such cheapiness, and that's not even a word, we're just going to deal with it nevertheless. But dang it, all we have left now is Trigger Happy, Chop Chop, Spyro, Ignitor, Stealth Elf, and Slam Bam. Okay, so in the 9th episode I said I thought Stealth Elf, Bash, Spyro, and Ignitor was going to make it to the end. Now it looks like it's just going to be Spyro, Stealth Elf, and Ignitor. At least, I think they'll make it to the final boss fight at least, but whether all 3 of them will survive such a boss fight, we are yet to see, but we will find out about that in the finale, of course, which hopefully I can make it to the finale before I lose all my other Skylanders. Okay, there we go, there's that guy taking me down and out. Nice. But yeah, we've got 6 levels to go, we only got 6 Skylanders. That means we can only lose an average of 1 Skylander per episode. And we got to try not to die in cannon either, because if we die in cannon, that counts as a defeat, and that's the worst way to go. No joke. Okay, there's those guys all taken down. I'm glad about that. But I bring on the motherships, because I want to take them down without further ado. About time that guy died. But so far, our health is looking good, so hopefully we can hang on to it in this cannon right here. Oh, damn, that hurt. Me and my big mouth. Hey! Controller! Thanks for nothing. Oh! Either way, it would seem like the element of the area is air, so that means we're going to have to swap out the legendary jetpack. Let's try not to lose them, because that would indeed be very unfortunate, especially since I started off this episode saying I don't want to lose anymore, so losing one at this point would be very upsetting and very ironic. Just like the previous episode. And I don't like irony, so we're going to avoid it at all costs. Seriously, that... No! That is not... No, we are not accepting that. No, just no. That is not fucking happening to me. No. Okay, it would seem as though the element of the area is air, so let's go ahead and swap up legendary jetpack nevertheless, because of course Europe represents the air element, and we've got to be careful of these mace meters right here, because their hitboxes are ridiculously large, and 2 hits is enough to defeat this guy. That's just how stupid nightmare mode is. Yeah, if you're going to do a lot like this yourself, I do not recommend going on nightmare mode. I suppose I thought too much of myself right here, turning into Flynn more and more every day, I suppose I should go as far to say. Oh wait, I started off this episode saying I don't want any more losses, especially after the irony that took place in the previous episode, so let's try and avoid such irony again, because I hate irony. Nice, we've got some pizza for later in case we need it. Oh, that got close right there, but fortunately we managed to survive that round just fine. Oh wait, it's time to get into the cannon, and I am not looking forward to this purely because the element of the bullets you shoot in the cannon, depending on your element, and the air elemental bullets are completely useless, they're so weak. And the worst thing about this is that if I die in this cannon, it counts as a defeat, and so I want to avoid that at all costs pretty much. Okay, and we've got some pirate strappers to shoot down. Stupid motion controls, they're really going to be what screws me up. You see what I mean? The air bullets are fast, but they're also weak. Cross my heart, I hope to die. Not really, I really don't want to die. We will survive this, so cross my heart, hope to die. Yeah, hopefully that's not going to be the case. Because losing more Skylanders in this lock is not an option, especially since we've got 6 levels remaining and only 7 characters left. So that means we can only lose an average of 1 Skylander per episode if we want to win. No Skylanders defeated per episode would be even more ideal though, but either way I'm really scared for this episode because it's going to evolve around a lot of Chop Chop, and I'm not very good with Chop Chop, so I'm having a feeling that this might be Chop Chop's last stand. Hopefully it won't be, but as always we will find out later on in the episode. And even worse, if this was to be Chop Chop's last stand, Gabe would kill me, so... Okay, thank heavens that thing's down. Go away! Stop it! Okay, we've got to be quick with this. We've got to be quick. Take it down. Faster, 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 faster. Ooh! That was what I call close right there. Too close to call. It's too close to call. As the announcer would call. And I'm the announcer, so I'm calling it, nevertheless.
Uh-oh, we got some company back on deck again.
Glorious, exactly what we needed.
Put some bad guys up here.
Okay, let's head right outside. Oh, good, there's a watermelon over there in case we need it. Okay, fortunately for these guys, well, they can be cheap and get you from a distance. They are easy to dodge, as long as you pay attention to where you're stepping. So dodge them I did, nice. It just gets a pain where there's like lots of them at once, firing all at you at once, of course. That's when it gets a pain. But so far, I'd go as far to say that we're doing alright. Watch out for that. Woo! Man, that's what I call close, nevertheless. Okay, now we've got to watch out for this dude right here. And these guys are dangerous. Don't get hit by them because they have some heavy hits. Like, seriously, I think these guys do enough damage to knock some Skylanders out within one hit. Like Trick Happy, for example, because he has low health, and high damage with low health is not a good combination. Okay, cool, we avoid that guy altogether, so that's great. Okay, now this guy's shooting at us. That's a bit rude, don't you think? Bring it on, dude. Bring it on. Nice try, fella. Well, I'm going to say nice try, but it wasn't. Nice, we got him. Okay, we're going to stay in here because this has more room for us to move. And not to mention, if we go in there, it's going to change to Chop Chop, and I don't want to die as Chop Chop. Like I mentioned previously, Gabe would kill me, no joke. Okay, come at me, bro. Oh, and here comes the Armored Goliath. Yep, exactly what we needed, alright. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Wrong button. The exact opposite of the button that I wanted to press. Okay, we'll take one of these, thank you very much. Boom! Okay, now we're going to use these guys' bombs to our advantage right here by taking down that Goliath Joe. Boom! If that counted, hopefully it did. That was close, that almost hit us then, and that's not what we want. Will this guy please just die already? Nice try, fellas. Well, I say nice try, but it wasn't. Yes, we got him! Thank you, bombs. They are so convenient. Yeah, these things are going to be our saviours so many times, I can assure you that much. That and the Archean bombers as well. Either way, let's get back to this cannon and cross our fingers, hope not to die in this one.
But we've got more problems below deck.
We will survive. Hey, hey. And I promise you that, guys, that much. I cross my heart, hope not to die this time. But after the last performance I gave, let's just hope that I don't give the same one again, because it will probably result in a death if I don't step up such a performance. And my death is the complete opposite of what I want. I want life, not death. I want Stealth Elf, not Chop Chop. And that's basically an element per, not the fact that I prefer Stealth Elf to Chop Chop, because Chop Chop is a much better character than Stealth Elf, if being completely honest with you. I can agree with Skybrooks Gaming on that behalf. By the way, this guy needs to die. There we go, and he's dead. Even though it's a rock, it doesn't exactly have life of its own, but it's still dead nevertheless, even though it was never alive to begin with. Nice. Okay, there's two down, so here's the third one. Yeah, this is going so much more better than it was before, but I'm going to shift with that before I wind up jinxing myself. And I'm sorry if my commentary gets a whole lot more stale. It's because I'm concentrating a whole lot more, because this is where the game starts to get stupid tough, and I don't want to lose any more Skylanders pretty much. We've already lost some of my favourites, such as Chill and Legendary Bash. I seriously thought Chill was going to be another one who would make it to the end, but nope, she just got very unlucky when it came to that Juggernaut back in Chapter 6. That was a dark episode for us, guys. Let's hope we don't go that dark ever again. Will this thing please stay still? I'm not moving it yet. It's moving by itself. It has a mind of its own, I'm telling you. Okay, there we go, that thing's dead. Fortunately, it didn't fire on us, because if it fired on us, it would have taken out pretty much half of our health, near enough. Okay, let's take that guy down. Now we've got to focus on this guy, of course. Ow, that hurt! How dare you, but what does it matter? We've survived anyway, and like I promised you we would survive, and we have indeed survived nevertheless. I even crossed my heart, and I hoped not today, so hope to die we did not. Well, hope to die, I say we did, in fact, because we did not die. Hope to die we did not would mean we did die, but that's not what happened. Because we all know that two negatives make a positive, and that's basically what I'm trying to apply to this hear crazy commentary of mine.
Tables, and you boarded their ship instead.
Oh yeah, let's turn them tables, alright.
And when I do, you can drop right in on these creeps.
Oh yeah, let's do that, son. Hopefully we can be successful in our mission. Okay, it's Chop Chop's turn. Like I mentioned previously, let's try not to die. That would be a great choice of mine to make. Either way, Series 1 Legendary Chop Chop is on for case. Let's do this thing. I feel so bad that this guy's down his bad path because I'm going to lose him purely because he's down the worst path that you can be on. Because he's down his shield path rather than his sword path. And I'm really good with the sword path, but really bad with the shield path. How did that hit me? He was stunned. You see what I mean? This game can be stupid sometimes. Oh yay, we healed 5. That's going to make a huge difference. Okay, dude, can you please throw a bomb at me so I can take out these fools? Darn, we're not going to get to that bomb in time, are we? Hurry! Chop Chop, hurry! Thank you. There we go. There's all them fools taken down. That's made things a whole lot more easier for us. Okay, next up we're going to take out that cannon. Yeah, basically, as Flynn was saying right there, using bombs to take down cannons. Yeah, nice try, dude. You're not getting me that easily. Chop Chop is too good for your failures. Now bring it on. I said bring it on already, dude. What are you, playing around that, you fool? There we go. Well, we finished off one of them at least. Nice. Okay, that went better than expected, but let's not jinx anything, so let's shut up before I wind up doing that, as I mentioned previously, because I'm very good at jinxing myself, I have found out in recent years, or recent Let's Plays, you should go as far to say, even though this is not a Let's Play, it's more of a Locke really, but still, you get my point nevertheless. Me jinxing me is not a good idea. And what else is not a good idea is getting hit by these blades, because these blades hurt. I know Chop Chop has a blade of his own, but it's not that big and not that damaging, mind you. Pizza, exactly what we needed. Thank you, pizza, that was convenient and delicious. Okay, does this? Yes, it is indeed swap to the tech element. So that means we're going to need to call in none other than your boy Trigger Happy. No gold, no glory indeed, buddy. Okay, let's hit these fools down. Okay, this guy needs to go down. These multiple guys need to go down! Woo! Woo! Wow. Now that's what I call close right there. I thought that guy was going to hit me, but fortunately for us, he did not. Ooh boy, that was really close right there. I could barely tell what was going on, but fortunately I could tell enough. Barely. That was a bad idea. Probably, anyway. Okay, we'll take this, thank you very much. Yeah, again, using bombs on these guys is probably one of the best ideas you can do. Oh, yes, thank you for that. We defeated him at long last. Ooh boy, that was really risky right there. But hey, our risk paid off nevertheless. Now this guy really needs to hurry up and die. Thank you, he is dead, thank heavens for that. And not only that, we also completed our Mentalist. We've gone from a huge failure in the previous episode of losing Bash to a much more successful run with Trigger Happy, Chop Chop and Jetpack this time around. So definitely happy about that nevertheless. Who knows, maybe Chop Chop shall survive longer on than I expected. Never misunderrate for Chop Chop, I bet Gabe is saying right now. Oh, and speaking of Chop Chop, looks like we're going to need to swap back to him in a second right here. Let's try not to die to blades, because that would be the least most glorious way for Skylanders to go down. At least Bash went down fighting, but dying to a blade, oh, that's the worst way to go. Which is why I brought Trigger Happy back, because I felt bad that he died to a lightning pylon. Darn, that doesn't count. I was kind of hoping the shield would block it, but I didn't think the shield would count against the blades, and I was right, unfortunately. Cursing me, why do I have to be right about everything? Hey, come back here, you cowards. that's that guy taken him. Now this time, stay stunned. Nice, we got him. But our health is not looking very good, and this looks like it's going to be an undead section. Oh boy, please swap to tech, please swap to tech, please swap to tech. Nope! I just have the unfortunates of being in an undead area right now. Especially with hits like that, that's no good. But let's not forget my power-ups either. My power-ups will probably come in handy here. We don't want to use them just yet, because they could come in really handy much more later on. Ow, that hurt. Okay, let's grab that food, mostly because I want it. Okay, watch out this guy right here. When it gets to close quarters, these guys are easier to dodge and even more easier to hit. So basically what I'm saying here is you want to get this guy in from the area such as this one. And we're going to open up this chest purely because having the shaking on the screen is really distracting me. If I can actually stay within the vicinity of the chest, that is. Will this thing just open up already? Thank you, it's about time. Jeez, not to mention Chop Chop does actually need a small amount of gold to me as well to take advantage of that treasure chest whilst we're over here. Oh boy, Chop Chop, can we clutch this like we did back at Malkin, Mine, back at Willikin Village? Let's find out. And if we get too low, then I'll just have to bring in healing elixir. Hopefully that'll work out for us. Now stay stunned this time. He didn't even get stunned. That's stupid. Oh boy! Whew! That was close. Where's a bomb guy when you really need him? Oh, I can't turn around and hit these guys because then they'd hit me. Okay, please, sir, please give me some food. Oh, no food. Oh boy. Well, at least that was a good hit right there. I managed to take down some of these major dudes. Woo! Okay, once that chompy is finished, we can do that. Nice. Ah, yes, there goes the Mace Mages. Now we can focus purely on the chompy dude right here. Or the chompy mech. Man, I hate these mechs. The mechs always seem to be the most powerful and the most annoying at the same time. How can that be? Okay, there's those fools taken down. Bring it on, Mr. Chompy guy. Bring it down. Luckily, I think this is the last undead area of this level, so if we survive this and Chop Chop lives on, yeah, maybe I did underestimate Chop Chop. Thank you, armor. Thank you. That stomp would have hit me, but thanks to our incredible armor, we managed to block out that hit entirely. So thank you, armor. You are convenient, and I love you. I literally love you, armor, right now. Armor is my greatest ally, it would seem, in this Locke. Like, it's not like that stomp would have killed me, but definitely would have put me in an even worse position than what I'm already in. Not to mention, I don't even think this is the end of the undead area. I'm pretty sure we've got some Goliath Drows and some more Chompy Mages, some more Chompy Mechs after this. I could be wrong by that though, and hopefully I am. Because the less combat we have right now, the better. And we just got another armor from that. Thank you, Chop Chop. That's convenient to say the least. Let's try, fools. Okay, let's wait for him to finish his stomping ability. Or we could just go straight in instead. You know, we could do that. Ooh, that was close. That Chompy almost ended us. Yeah, Chompy's another very bad way to die. Okay, watch out for the Chompies. I hate having the Chompies off camera because then you can't see where they are. Oh no, we are not at the end of the combat scenario yet. Of course we aren't. Why would we be? Oh no. Oh, this is not very good. This is not very good at all. And there's a Chompy back there. Oh boy. Who's gonna die? Chop Chop's gonna die. It's gonna be great. Not really. Chop Chop, let's not die here. Come on, let's clutch this out. You can do this, buddy. Gabe and I both believe in you. Like, heavens, I'm actually good at this game. I was this guy would have been long dead by now. Because let us not forget that I am playing in nightmare mode, guys. And nightmare mode is a nightmare, especially for a Locke such as this one, where it's really easy to lose Skylanders, and losing Skylanders is the worst thing you can do in a Locke. him while he's shooting out them chompies right now. Oh darn, I missed that entirely, that's a shame. Yet again I missed, yay me for missing. Exactly what I wanted to do right there, not really. Okay, let's finish this guy off. Can we? Can we? Let's find out. And I'm sorry guys, no I'm not really commentating that much right now, but like I said, previously, like when I don't commentate it means I'm trying to concentrate, and this Locke requires a lot of concentration, trust me. Because it's on nightmare mode! That's why, in case you guys were asking that. Because I don't know what you guys are asking. TVs aren't 4D yet. Darn. Well, there goes Chop Chop, but he went down fighting in the most glorious way possible. I'm proud of you there, buddy. You did great. It would have been even better if we could have clutched it out at the end, but, you know, what's meant to be is meant to be, unfortunately. Okay guys, for whatever reason I can't seem to find my legendary stealth off anywhere. It seems like I've lost it. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to go with legendary trick happy right here, purely because a tech elemental area is coming up later. So may as well go with trick happy because we'll need to switch out to him in a second anyways. And if you guys remember why my position has changed, it's because basically what happened is that off camera, I had a glitch with my controller that required me placing on a scanner, moving for a little bit, and then I had to take it back off again. Okay, so far Trick Happy's doing alright with us by the looks of things. So yeah, Trick Happy should be fine hopefully after all. No offence to Gabe, but of course I believe he is better than Chop Chop. Or maybe it's just that I'm better than Chop Chop. Not necessarily that he's a better Skylander, just that I'm better at playing with him I suppose. Due to my button mashy type playstyle. Oh, watch out that though. Now these guys really need to hurry up and die already. That would be very pleasant nevertheless. Well, it's about time then. How long does it take out one chompy thing, for crying out loud? Quite a long time according to this game, it would seem. Quite a long time indeed. Okay, nice, there's one of the Drow guys taken down, so now let's finish off the other one, or at least start to anyway. Because it seems like one charge attack was not enough, so let's see if two will be. Oh, darn. Right at the wrong time, that's annoying. Yeah, this guy does not want to go down now, does he? Take this, you fool. Nice, and down he goes at long last. In fact, it was that Chompy didn't glitch out for, like, enemy of the area objective, because if it did, then I would have been really annoyed, because of course we would have had to come all the way back through this level to get back to that point, just so we could redo that enemy area. Because basically what happened is that because Chompy was behind the gate, I was worried that we wouldn't be able to defeat it, and because it wouldn't be classed as defeated, the gate wouldn't open, because of course, you know, we wouldn't have defeated all the enemies of the area yet. But I'm glad that is not the case. We managed to get through just fine, and wow, that was close. That Crusher almost got me, but as always, close doesn't count now, does it? And we made it through this area successfully, which is great to see. Man, I'm so upset about Chop Chop, and one thing I did allude to earlier is the fact of the rules, but I do realise that I never actually elaborated further on that, so my apologies about that. But basically what happens in the Legendary Lock is that I can only use the 10 Legendary Skylanders from this game, but when a Skylander is defeated, their class is dead, and I can't use them again throughout the entirety of the lock. And so that's what happened to Bash in the previous episode, and it's what just happened to Chop Chop right there, which means that Chop Chop and Bash are out permanently for the rest of the lock, which leaves us with only 6 characters left, unfortunately, in the form of Legendary Trigger Happy, Legendary Spyro, Legendary Igniter, Legendary Jetpack, Legendary Stealth Elf, and Legendary Slamman. They're all what's left when it comes to this lock. Now, luckily for us, Trigger Happy does have a lob ability, so we can kind of get to those guys from here. Kind of, that is. Not entirely, but we can at least, like, kind of get them. Luckily for us, his bullets also goes everywhere, so we can take these guys down a little bit easier because of that. A watermelon, we will take that most happily. Thank you very much, Mr. Game. There we go, there's that guy taken out at least. Now we have less archers to worry about, I suppose. But I can't quite get to that guy though, that guy's barely out of my range. Oh boy, Jawbreaker is exactly what we need for Killer of Bash, unintentionally of course. Because man, Bash so should have survived that. He was definitely out of his hitbox, at least that's what I feel was out of his hitbox, because that hitbox was incredibly unfair if he could hit me in that way. You know what I mean, guys? So basically what I'm saying here is that that hit should not have counted, and yet it did anyway. Yeah, I officially fear like jawbreakers from now on because they are probably the most damaging enemies in the game. As I mentioned previously, I'm pretty sure they can take out Trigger Happy here in one hit. So trying to avoid them on my behalf will definitely be a great strategy, nevertheless. Okay, here we go. The advantage is mine now that I can attack them freely. There's one right there, but I'm not going to get to it because that Dro's in the way right now, which is annoying. And we can't stay still to shoot at the Dro because of these jawbreakers right here. Wow, that was close. The hair is always close, doesn't quite count now, does it? Yeah, we've got so much stuff to look out for. Those did not hit me. So, wait, hold a minute. Those didn't hit Trigger Happy, but they hit Bash before. Now, that's just favouritism. This game is just mean to Bash, it would seem. I suppose it's because the game knows Bash has a power, so they need to get him out as soon as possible. Can't make the game too easy for me, right? Because Bash is the tank at the end of the day. Okay, watch out for that. Haha, nice try, Circle. Well, then again, I say it was a nice try, but it wasn't. So yeah, hopefully I can find a legendary Stealth Elf before the next section. Because if not, that would be pretty damn awful. Now take this, thingy. And the thingy has took it indeed, and it took it like a champ, but now it's time to destroy this tower without further ado. Boom, and sink the dreadnought we have. We may have lost the Skylander along the way, but what matters is that we were successful in the end. And oh no, we got Drillex's big break next. And that involves a boss fight, which I will not be surprised if we lose at least one Skylander in the boss fight. Well, we got barely anything except for that one treasure chest right there, but hey, we don't care about the first half. The only thing we care about is that no life stuff's objective. But unfortunately, we failed at due to losing legendary Chop Chop along the way, which I am so sorry for. But hey, at least he went down fighting. He went down with glory. But clearly enough has been said for this episode. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. But until then, peace.